I want y'all to
Let me see
name a world,
something.
name a universe,
Wait.
name a planet where people start accusing you of doing something nefarious to somebody and you just sit back and you don't say anything. I want y'all to name a world where people accuse you of drugging somebody, doing something wrong to them. That faggot ain't nobody friend. That sissy punk ain't never been nobody friend. He hate black women. I know he did. Let's clear up something very quickly at the top of this video. There seems to be this misconception that I ran to the internet, told what happened to this girl, and then all of this other stuff happened, and that is not the case. That is not how it happened, okay? For the record, so many of y'all out there are so committed to disliking me and only wanting to view me through the lens of being some messy punk that you can't see the forest for the goddamn trees. Tamar Braxton took to her social media first. It wasn't until I get ready to log on my show and I'm looking on the internet and everybody, oh, that junkie was with her last night. I know he did something. That's why you got to watch the friends you keep. He did. Somebody up there knows. At first, it was cute. It was just a few little comments. Big deal. I've weathered far worse storms. Then all of a sudden, it started growing legs. When I logged on to do my show, there was 7,000 people sitting in the hallway waiting. The entire chat said, Tamar, tell us what happened to Tamar. Tell us what you did to Tamar. Tamar, you know what we want to talk about. He want to talk about everything except Tamar. I wanted to avoid everything with Tamar because y'all kept hounding me. Tamar. My response was, I don't know what happened to the lady. All I know is the lady called me and asked me for Dr. Heavenly phone number because she said 14th was missing. I don't know what happened to the lady. At the point in which I said, I don't know what happened to the lady, Tamar had already told far worse that she had woke up and almost was in a pool of blood and all of this type of stuff. So y'all got it twisted, all right?
So this is where Funky went wrong with, because I see the problem. He keeps saying that lady. Now, if you spend your birthday weekend and you celebrate it with friends, me personally, I would never refer to my friends as that lady. I'm gonna call them by their name. It's more personable. It makes sense. That's your friend. Call them by their name. When you say that lady, it really don't make Funky uh it don't put him in a good light in this situation. Now, people who watch his show like me, he says that about all the girls. That lady, that lady, that lady. That's how he talk. But it just don't sound or look good in this situation.
I So that was that. I'm thinking I'm clearing it up, all right? Now listen, maybe there's a world where I shouldn't have even said that. But there damn sure was not going to be a world where I was going to let the internet start crafting this narrative that I did something to this damn girl. Okay, so I'm in Miami, tootsie rolling and having a good time. All of a sudden, stories start dropping. Funky done even tried to unalive Tamar. I send this to her. I send it to her. And I write, girl, this thing is starting to grow legs. And she writes back, I'm lost. I'm confused. I didn't say anything. I'm in the hospital. Now, what I can do with that? At the point in which somebody tells you they're in the hospital, you can't continue bothering them with petty internet drama. So when she hit me with the Uno reverse, I'm in the hospital, I just wrote back, you know what? Don't worry about it. Get well. I can weather this. I've weathered worse. The whole while, the whole TikTok, the whole YouTube, everybody is going, think pieces down to the ground. And let me explain to you why this moment right here is so necessary for me and so gratifying. In this particular moment, it actually has less to do about Tamar and more to do about all of y'all out there that dislike me so bad, and all of y'all out there who are so committed to this narrative of me being some type of messy punk, a messy sissy. Y'all have to eat crow like a motherfucker right now, and I am loving every minute of it. Oh, baby, you internet detectives knew all the ins and outs of everything, and y'all just knew what the hell was going on. And the whole time, baby, I was in my bed. It's somewhere in Miami. Y'all knew every damn thing. And the funny thing about it is, now that the shit's coming to the surface, you watch and see these same internet detectives, instead of just taking your L, or instead of just saying, you know what, dang, I was wrong. I don't even want you to say I'm sorry, because I know that that's too big for the level of emotional maturity many of y'all carry. I don't even want you to say I'm sorry. Is it too much to get you to just say, damn? I mean, because y'all sat up and assassinated the shit out of my character.
Yes, they did. Because when I was on TikTok, honey, I mean, the think pieces were coming together, apparently. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, they must not watch the Funky Dineva show. They really don't know who he is, but they're going hard for Tamar. That's the problem. And here's the thing with Tamar. I can't say if this is real or fake. I don't know. But one thing I do know about Tamar, she's a drama queen and she over exaggerates a lot. Now, if something happened to somebody, I don't want to downplay it. That's their health, that's their life. However, these two are clearly not friends. At least not the way I'm thinking a friend should be. Um the fact that he said he sent her the videos of people claiming that he was trying to unalive Tamar, and then she responds with, "I'm in the hospital." Come on. Come on. And here's the thing, she's on social media just like we are, just like he is. He's sending it to her instead of him, and I think he did this the right way. He didn't say, "Girl, do you hear what everybody talking about? What's this I hear? Did you say this, that, and the third?" No, he sends the video like, "Look, girl, this is what they're saying about us. Can you believe it?" Almost like he's like waiting for her response. And her response was very, I'm in the hospital. And it's just like, so to me, she's heard about those rumors too. She knows about them. And that's why she ain't really saying nothing about it. But for why? For what reason? That's the part that we're not understanding.
Over the weekend, when all in all, I'm just as clueless to the whole situation as y'all are. So over the weekend, after she said, "I'm in the hospital," I said, "You know what? Get well soon. I'm gonna do my best to enjoy Miami and going about my business." I'm steady texting and calling different people in the crew. Nobody's answering the phone for me. One person texted me back a few hours later and was like, "I was busy, sorry," and just gave me a very vague, "Y'all should talk." The other person not answering the phone at all.
Whoa, time out. So you text everybody in y'all group and nobody respond, but y'all a group? So it sounds like to me she already spoke to all of them except for you. It sounds like everybody in it but Funky. And then the person who did respond says, "Well, you need to talk to her." So it sounds like y'all already had a conversation about me. If you gonna redirect me to her, now he looks crazy. This is some crazy stuff.
All right. So I said, fine. I'll just let the internet eat me up. The lady not doing well. The lady is recovering. I don't know what's going on with the lady. I'm not going to bother her about clearing my name.
Funky, you gotta stop calling Tamar that lady. You spent your whole birthday with her. Y'all on video. You can't just say that lady. Is she your friend or is she not your friend? And I think the more he says it, the worse it looks. Cause it almost seems as if, are y'all even friends? Y'all not even giving associates. Yeah.
Something medically wrong don't happen to the lady. Now, keep in mind, at the same time she posts, "I almost died and it's found in the pool of blood," she still texting me, "Friend, oh my God, friend, I don't even know what happened." So I wrote back, "Wait, I'm confused. You went to bed and you woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing." No response to that. But then later, texting about every damn thing else under the sun. So I'm like, okay. As this thing starts growing more legs, I'm over here getting nervous, like, okay, like, girl, she gonna need to say something. Let me check in with her. "Hey, girl, how you doing? Say, my girl, what the hell happened?" Zero response. But you all in your Instagram stories posting cryptic messages and posting messages and whatnot, so you see your phone. And just like every other adult and every other entertainer and every other person that got a project coming out, you're glued to the blogs. So you see, and because I know you and I know how much you dig in the comments and you're concerned about what people say about you, you see what these people out here doing to me. You see what these people out here doing to me. And you just ain't gonna say nothing. Now you're not even responding to me. At a minimum, had you would have wrote, "Friend, I'm fine. Just let it ride. We'll talk later." I'd have been fine with it. Let me just be in on it. Or maybe if there's nothing to be in on, the fact that you were willing to just sit back and let me be collateral damage and all this,
That's crazy.
Even if you didn't want to say nothing publicly, you could have said something privately. Like, damn, friend, you gonna
Something.
the whole while I'm being accused of not being a friend to you. I'm being accused of being a messy sissy that ran to the internet to tell your business when that's not even how it happened. The whole while, even then and even now, I'm holding on to your business. I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically.
Come on.
Even in this moment, I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically, but you're not going to play with me. So yesterday, I'm laying in my bed, minding my business like I always do, despite the fact that y'all want to make me out to be so messy. I'm minding my business like I always do, and I'm getting text messages saying, okay, now wait, what's going on in this video? And I said, see, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this video was going to come out, and then the narrative was going to shift to they did all of this for a PR stunt and he in the video. They did not do anything. Yes, I was in the video. I just wanted to be in on the joke. I would have went along with it. So now here is where I'm at with it. You gonna pay me for my pain. You gonna pay me for my pain. Everybody here want to hear what I got to say, and I want to get it off my chest. And now he just clout chasing. This is the clout chase part, because now I'm gonna make my money off the situation. Since we promoting albums and everybody only care about they side of the aisle, you finna pay me for my pain. All my money that I spent in Miami this weekend.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like the way Tamar is, she's the type, and this is why I feel like this has got to be a joke. This has got to be like something that I personally never really liked Tamar. Okay, and don't y'all forget about how she did Craig and how she was all disrespecting Craig when she went to go see the Fag Talk live between with T.S. Madison and Craig, and she was all up there hooping and hollering and being disrespectful in that man's face. Tamar has issues with gay men. I don't know, but I see a trend. She's a bully. She's a bully. She did not mind throwing Funky down even under the bus for something that probably didn't even happen. And Tamar's the type, if her face is messed up, she's in the camera. Girl, I want you to go live from the hospital. Yeah, I want that kind of proof, because how you sitting here texting? No photos, no pictures, no nothing. Girl, you don't even gotta show me the missing teeth, but let me see your face. Let me see the pool of blood that you woke up in. What? So you could everything else, but you couldn't gather the evidence to at least prove your case. So now it may not be her fault that people are trying to put two and two together, even though two and two is not fitting. But, and this has been going on for days. Funky Dineva is right, because I remember the first time I heard this, it was like the weekend. Girl, it's the middle of the week. It's been at least 4 or 5 days that people have been saying this. So how long you gonna let this ride on your friend? How long are you gonna let this ride out? Because if it was my friend, I'd have been like, listen, I can't say much right now, but I want everybody to know Funky is not the cause of my issues. He is not the reason why I ended up this way. You don't have to tell on yourself. If you don't have to tell on yourself while telling the public that your friend is innocent. Imagine having your character assassinated and people thinking that you're trying to you're a YouTuber, by the way. You just had a birthday. You trying to enjoy your birthday week, month, whatever the case is, and people over here accusing you of trying to unalive your friends. I be wanting to tell Funky so bad, leave Tamar and them alone. Leave the Tamar alone. Leave the quad alone. Leave the doctor. Leave them women in ATL alone. You don't got to be all in their face, because the problem is them girls is not your friend.
Being rich and fabulous, I'm finna make it back off of your ass. Since people are now disposable, and since people are now can just be leveraged for promotion, since we not leveraging people for promotion, you finna pay me for my pain. And I'm finna get paid all this week off of this situation. Okay? And let's not get it.
Hold on, I want to fast forward to the end because he said something. Come on. He said something. I want y'all to hear this.
Somebody just stand by you and eat this up for the sake of you doing a project. And your project layout could still be on track. Could still be on track. And I don't know why you being so stubborn about it. I don't know why you being so stubborn about simply putting, y'all, Funky didn't do anything to me. I should have said something earlier, but I was recovering. My bad. So now here's what the real gag is. Now here's what y'all ready for me to tell it? Cause let's have fun. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? It ain't no fun. The only reason the music video came out as early as it did was to, and even in this moment, I still don't have the heart to do it to you. And I'm still protecting you in this moment. Even in this moment, I still don't even have the heart to do it to you.
I think what hurt Funky Dineva the most is when her PR, I guess public relations manager reached out to him. So you mean to tell me we could sip on wine, we could pop bottles, we could go to the club together, but when it comes down to this particular matter, you got your manager hit me up about what could we do to rectify the situation? What? Your client was just sitting next to me and now we need a third party? Yeah, that is disrespectful. Because in the beginning of the video, he was like how, the dude was like, the manager was like, oh, she's in mommy mode, give her some time, something like that. And it's like, but y'all friends. So like, what are we going through managers now? I feel bad for Funky Dineva. And like I said before, Tamar has this thing with the girls. Cause I'll never forget how she disrespected Craig, and Craig is not even like Funky. See, Funky is very yeah. Craig is very reserved, and so the fact that she could disrespect Craig in his face in front of all them people and didn't think twice about how she was going off for him, talking about something was a misunderstanding here, misunderstanding my ass. That girl do not like the girls. And so now her friend Funky, she rather him go down with the ship to protect her little funky image that she don't really got. She already has a bad reputation of being messy, dramatic. And the only people who's willing to deal with her are the girls. Cause let's be real, who's really Tamar's friend? Her sisters could barely put up with her. Who's her friend? She lucky she got friends like Funky. Because yes, he has a bad rap amongst the black women. A lot of them say that he don't like black women. I don't agree with that statement. Because many times on that show he has uplifted the HBCUs and the black women that he went to school with and the smart fish and whatever his lingo, right? All the time. Um so I'm confused. I feel like he's definitely being framed here, and I feel like that is a horrible situation to be in when you're trying to enjoy your birthday weekend. This is strike 2 for Tamar. Craig was the first one. Now you messing with Funky. It's like, really, I never really liked you for real. And this is what everybody be talking about. It ain't but 5 people in ATL, girl. You're running out of friends. It's only like 5 of y'all left. I'm talking about like the little, that group Candy and them, and it's about 12 of them left. How many people she gonna fall out with? So yeah, I don't know, cause I don't report on many things often, but this thing bothered me because I remember seeing the videos on TikTok, and I'm talking about these are TikTokers that always want to investigate and have conspiracies, and now Funky's on the docket. Now, granted, Funky has a past of using drugs, and he'll tell his story. That's nothing he hides, but they making it seem like he was using drugs, blacked out, did something to her, and went home. He's been very open about everything that he's doing. I don't know about everything, but a good portion of what he's doing. He'll tell you before the show if he took an edible. He'll tell you during the show if he's on an edible. So what would make somebody, like, I don't know. Tamar give me bad vibes. She has a nasty spirit. And I really hope that this doesn't affect him, because now this is such a memorable birthday weekend, but not for the good reasons, not for the best reasons. She had to make it about her, y'all. It was his goddamn birthday weekend. And you see how people just make it about them? Anyway, if she don't say nothing, I have to believe everything that he's saying. I gotta believe it. Because she not saying nothing. She not clearing the air. And here's the thing. She doing all this for some music, for some album. We wasn't really going. Y'all have a good day, y'all. Y'all good night. Let me not say nothing stupid.